Hi, this is Joey, and you've clicked on Phoenix #RisingFromtheAshes. This is my vlog about my daily struggles with anxiety and depression. And today I've got a real symptomatic sort of experience to share with everyone. I must document this because this is not the first time something like this has ever happened to me. But it's the first time I've been like self-aware enough to really notice all the, I don't know, sort of stages and be like, oh wow, what a massive hindrance on my life. So it all started like this. Last week, our daughter came down with sniffles, sickness, something, cold, I thought. But then I was like, no, she seems too well, so it must be allergies. She also had them at this time of the year last year. I remember because she didn't get to go to preschool the day that they had their Valentine thing. We thought, and well, it ended up being strep throat, but it turned into like that. But I think it started out as allergies at this time. And it just kind of caught on to that. Long story short, so she didn't go to school and last year and this year. And it just so happened that the day she was like sick, I had a doctor's appointment, and we have the same primary care doctor. So I switched the appointments out. Asked if she could come in and be seen. She had a test for strep throat and the flu, which were negative. And she can't go back to school without a negative COVID test. So they didn't want to give the COVID test that day because they're like, well, give it a few days, for things to be showing up. So we went home, and that was that. The next day, the child was almost 100% back to normal, but I was sick. Like, really sick. Like, oh, just so terribly stricken. Like, I don't know. Sickness, like colds and stuff. It's just some, like, hits you with a freight train sometimes. And that's how this was. And it was like... And so I spent... like definitely a full day, wouldn't you say, in bed doing nothing except sleeping. And meanwhile the child's fine. So a couple days go by and we have to go get the COVID test for the kid. I'm like, well, I should do it too because I'm sick mysteriously, and just to do it. So we went to get the COVID test. We got the COVID test. I'm still sick. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, shoot, honey. I'm losing my train of thought. I haven't slept more than, I don't know, I think 4 or 5 hours in the last 48.
Yeah, but give yourself props. You were sleeping 2 hours before that.
2 hours? You mean 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days, yes.
No, I think it was just one solid day and then like part of another day. But I haven't slept for more than like 5 hours in 48 hours. And that's because I can't sleep. I can't relax. I can't stop doing things. So I guess this would be called Manic. Sorry, Internet. You didn't want to see him blowing his nose, right? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Did I mess their phone up as well? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I woke up in the middle of the night 2 nights ago. And I couldn't go back to sleep. So instead of doing nothing, or being on the phone rather, I'm like, well, let's go clean the living room. So I cleaned the living room, swept the floor, mopped the floor, cleaned off the counter, polished the counter. I did all bunch of stuff. I was working from about 3 to 4, about 4 in the morning till like 8 in the morning. And then I still couldn't go to sleep. So I spent yesterday, much like I am spending today, getting up and puttering around, tinkering around, doing things, that need done. And I can't sit, I can't rest for more than, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. And even at that, it's barely resting. It's okay, well, I'll sit here still, sort of. But I can't relax. And so I guess this is manic. And like I said, these are not things that I've never experienced before. I experience these things. When have I not experienced these things?
Like what?
Oh my Lord. On your phone with the earphone as well?
No, I can't. If you're not turned to me, since I read lips, I don't know what you say.
Okay, I said, when have I not been like this?
You have twinges now and again.
But as long as you've known me,
You have twinges now and again.
I've always been prone to this sort of stupid shit.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just depressing.
Yes, but most people can't realize that.
Well, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm talking to the phone and saying, this is what's happening. I know in my logical mind that this is what's happening, but even though I know that, I still can't fix it. I still can't control it. I still can't say, no, honey, this is just a thing in your head. You just need to sit down and watch your television or, do whatever you want to do and just turn your head off for a little while. I can't. No, I can't do that. And you tell me to meditate, don't you? Yeah. No, I can't do that either. I can't. It's just very hard for me to calm down in these kinds of mind frames. And I know what's happening. And it's oh my.
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
So you have the cold too now.
No.
You do.
Fuck you. Pardon my language?
Language. People
You're
think you swear all the time.
Oh no, only around you. And our kid, and around your mom.
And the internet. The internet's right here.
Internet.
Oh my Lord. I have to look at this person with a tissue up her nose often.
I just had nose surgery. What do you expect?
Ever since the nose surgery, tissue up the nose. Even before the nose surgery.
No, that was preventing me from sneezing.
You know what, honey? If that's not true love, that I still love you no matter what, even with a freaking tissue up your nose.
Well, when you were pregnant, you couldn't go to, you used the bathroom, but you couldn't really, get yourself clean. That's real devotion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. A little bit oversharing going on. You don't need to overshare. It's bad enough I'm telling everybody about what a frazzled mind I have. But you know what? That's not bad. That's a good thing. Because, well, that's why I'm doing it. You know, I mean, people need to understand how it feels to be this way. And how frustrating it is. How it feels to be this way. And even if you know you're being this way, you're still this way. And it's like, there's nothing you can do. But, you know, I had a moment with my mom. A little bit ago that I think was maybe kind of helpful. Because I was telling her about what's going on. And she says, well, that's manic. Yeah, that's manic. I said, yeah. I said, it's very frustrating. I said, and it's always like this. You know, I get momentum going and I get things done and I get things done and I get things done and I'm on track. And then something will knock me off. And then trying to gather everything back up and get back on track again. Man, that's like super freaking hard. And I said, but you got to add in. And she was kind of looking at me like gawking, like, And I said, but I was like, oh, well, let's add to that. I said, you got to add in the fact that on top of trying to mobilize myself, I'm also always thinking about everybody else in my life and how to please them and how to do right by them. So at the same time as I'm trying to get the momentum, I'm also trying to prioritize and figure out which thing is the right thing to do first and the order and this and that. And it gets overwhelming. And she was still gawking at me a little bit, but I think in the fact that she was gawking was a good thing. You know what I mean by that? Well, if you're gawking, you're just like you can't believe it, you know? You're like dumbstruck.
Oh, okay.
And I think she was. I think she was sort of like, maybe never even like thought of it from that many angles.
Huh.
But that's how I think of it. I think of it from many different angles. Many different angles. And the problem is, like, most of the time, because I'm such an indecisive person sometimes, because I'm always trying to be like, well, we'll do it for this, or we'll do that, and that person would want this, and this person would want that. I just freeze. I just go numb, and I don't do anything. And thus the cycle continues. So that's I guess that's my story. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to make this too long. But it's just interesting to see these things sort of appear in a and be able to look at them in a manner of like I don't know what the word is, like almost like you're being like you're reading them out of a book, and you're like, oh well, yeah, we do this, and then we do this, and we do this. Oh yeah, we're actually doing all those things. I guess so. I appreciate it from that angle. I guess that's the only silver lining I can think of right now, because I'm just so very tired. So, thank you for watching. If you find my videos interesting or helpful, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and come back and see me again.
Don't forget about the bell.
And the bell. Ding. Thank you for watching. Bye.